Hi viewers. Of late I have been getting these questions where people have actually asked me whether I am a psycho counselor, because apparently when I'm counseling my clients they are benefiting from it, and or astrologically I talk about it. So they're confused whether astrologically I'm counseling them or am I a life coach, that is why I'm counseling them. I want everyone out there to understand one thing, that I am a life coach, I am a psychotherapist, I do counsel, but my tools are taken from astrology. Until and unless I have a clear path which is chartered by your date of birth, time of birth and place of birth, I will not be able to counsel you. So my counseling or my charts that I send to my viewers are very individualistic. What is applicable or what is counseled to one person, I cannot counsel the same thing to the second person, because the circumstances of every individual are different. They are born differently, they have different attitudes in life, and they have different altitudes, or they have different dreams in their life. Some people deal with a certain situation in a particular way, some people deal with a certain situation in a particular way. So actually, to know the psyche of a person, or actually to know where an individual is going wrong, it's very important for me to get into the birth charts, take out the positive and negatives from there, take out his conditioning from there, and then apply my counseling sessions with them. Even when I am sending my digitalized charts to people, they are so self-explanatory that during this time, this is going to happen in your life, but since this is your attitude, this is how you should behave. So it's imperative. Your astrological charts, to have them made, is imperative. It is important, because without knowing you yourself, the counseling sessions do nothing. Here I have a very solid example of my take on life is that we have many self-help books lining the library, lining the bookshops, where you can pick up a self-help book and read through it, become motivated for 5 days or maximum 10 days, because we realized, yeah, the person has written very well and I should be doing it. But what happens the 10th day? You suddenly start feeling, but this cannot be applied to the conditions that I have in my life. Or I am unable to do these things, whatever they are written there, however good they sound. They sound very logical, they sound very plausible, they sound that yes, it is very good. But how do I inculcate those things in myself? Because I am not made that way. So it's very important for you all to know that whenever we are dealing with a person, or whenever I am counseling a person, it is individualistic, but I need to consult the astrological chart to know about the individual, because I don't meet my clients, I don't know them. They come to me for the first time. So I take out their problems through the attitude of their life. And how do I take out the attitude of the life? Is through your date of birth. Your date of birth is one single, truthful, honest phenomena about yourself. The day you were born is such a harsh or a good reality. It is the truth that nobody can change. I was born on a particular date. You cannot change that. The time you can still be confused, whether you were born at a particular time or at an XYZ time. That can be changed. But what again cannot be changed is the period of your birth. That means whether you were born in the morning or whether you were born at afternoon, evening or midnight. That also can't be changed. So these two tools are so important in an individual's life. The third important tool that is important in an individual's life is the place he was born. Even that cannot be changed. You can't say, oh, I was born in Bombay, but I prefer to say I was born in Delhi. You can never say that. You could probably say I was born in Bombay, but I have spent my life in Delhi. So the date of birth and the time of birth remains the same. Or I wouldn't say time of birth, I would say the period of birth remains same. The place of birth is definitely not an option. Again, it remains the same. So these three factors in life which are immovable and cannot be changed actually constitute your mind. And more than the physical aspects of life, the mind is the most powerful. So knowing your mind and then counseling you or probably guiding you that how solutions can be formed in your life or how you can face situations, because eventually the main purpose of life is health, wealth and happiness in that order. You can't say that I want wealth but I don't want health, because it's no point. Money and honey always go together, but the orders are different. You need to have your health absolutely intact, you need to have your wealth intact, and health and wealth equals to happiness. Be very clear of all these things. So don't get into the illusions that life is there, I was destined to do this, or this is my karma, and leave it on karma. Remember, my friends, life is what you make it. So you need to be in control of yourself, you need to be in charge of yourself, and then you need to dealing with life. So it's very important to know that the individualistic counseling or coaching can only be done if I know you, that what you are as a person or what energies are balanced or imbalanced in your body. Now that is one aspect of it. That was one side which I really wanted every individual to understand. Second thing, what I wanted my viewers to understand, or what my faithful followers I would say would want to understand, is my take on the planets. I've had these questions where some traditional pundits or some traditional astrologers have questioned me and asked me that why do you say, or why are you telling people that Saturn and Rahu are not to be feared, or Saturn comes after Rahu, or Rahu comes before Saturn, or whatever. I want each one of you all to understand, having studied this subject very well, and my mission is to demystify astrology and take off this fear of people's mind that Saturn is unpredictable, or Saturn is bad, or Rahu is bad, or Ketu is bad, or Mars, or whatever. When whatever I talk about my planets is my take, it is my perception, and having experienced from the last almost 3.5 decades, it's the experience and data that I have collected with my clients and how their lives have been successful. We have, if you actually Google, why Google about planets? Google about people who are born in a particular time and see it is during Saturn, it is during Rahu, it is during Ketu, or it is during Mars that people have risen. Now why have they risen? Because they were able to overcome the fear or the dictates what our traditionalists have actually instilled in our mind or conditioned us through this fear. This fear is what I am endeavoring to eliminate. So I do not want the traditional pundits out there, or the astrologers out there, or the fanatics out there to feel offended. That may be their take, what they feel that life cannot be changed. But my thing is, believe in yourself, believe in your higher energies, respect yourself, know yourself through the energies of these planets, and life does change.